Man, my opening song is such a bop. Also, fuck off. Come on. No, 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 no. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I literally just started the stream. Please tell me that didn't erase literally all of my progress. That would suck. Sorry, I'm a disorganized mess. Hello there. Welcome to, hopefully, Eastshade. And hopefully this is fine. Yeah, when I tab back into the main screen of the game, I accidentally hit new game, which... Why the fuck is that the default anyway? Like, it shouldn't be the default is new game. The default should be like load or continue, and new should be like one step down. Just another thing for game devs, like, you know, Eastshade was made by an indie team, so it's all fine, but yeah. Anyway, welcome back to Eastshade. Yeah, while the stream was loading up, I was jamming out to my own theme song there, and oh boy, I forgot how much of a bop that song is. If you want this, like, if you want music like that, you should totally go commission Ian. Although, I don't know. Their commissions are probably open. You could always ask. Anyway, yeah, it's been roughly 2 weeks since we last played Eastshade. And yeah, we kind of explored the majority of Nava. We have a few quests that we want to do. Here's our quest journal. Yeah, so, there's one guy who wants us to get him, like, a thingy, which will probably require us to crack the raft, which requires us to figure out how to make sealant, which we still don't fucking know how to do. Yep, there we go. Here's how we could learn how to make sealant, if I can get OSHA the password to enter the roots. The roots, it seems to be like one of two main secret organizations, I guess is the best way to put it. They're kind of like gangs, they're kind of like rival gangs, except they don't really give off gang vibes. If anything, they give off cult vibes. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. The Shez are looking for any information on people from the roots. And there's an art store that is looking to hire artists for commission, but they need to see a profile first, or a portfolio first, and I don't fucking have anything. Every single painting I've ever made I'd already given to someone. So, yeah, I think that's kind of our plan for today, is to do that. There were also a few things in the marketplace that we wanted to do at some point, but, yeah, so the portfolio should be easy enough. Like, I mean, first of all, there's two of Mother's Last Wishes locations that we could probably already do. Like, I'm not 100% positive, but I do have a strong feeling that the giant tree that is on the road between Nava and Lindau is the tree that Mom wanted us to paint. And then the view from atop the common tower in the big city. We're currently in the big city. There was someone blocking the entryway, so I have a feeling we're gonna have to do a quest for them. But yeah, I think that's the main plan, is for us to set up our portfolio, and maybe if we have time, at some point we can go ahead and sell, like, stuff to... yeah. Interesting. It's showing I can interact with those even though I physically can't. The frame rate is chugging for some reason. But yeah. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. You know, 1 week I was just like, I don't feel like streaming, which, fun fact, you're totally allowed to do if you're a content creator. Just, I don't feel like it. And then the other day, last week, I went to meet up with Minra. She's here in Japan for a little bit, and so she was in, like, Kyoto, which isn't too far away from where I live. You know, it's only about an hour and a half by train, so I was just like, fuck it all. I'll meet up with you, we get to hang out, we get to, you know, see each other for the first time ever. Alright, so this... it's possible this might be good enough, but I have a feeling that, yeah, our mom wants the view from the very top of the watchtower. Also, there's a few locked things. Here's one that's unlocked. Oh, hello. You're a painter.
Round there. Then a straight line here. Yes, that looks better.
Okay, you have no actual dialogue for me. Cool. Oh, you got a cat. Little kitty cat. You know what, I'm gonna talk to you again just in case.
Round there.
Nope.
Straight line here. Yes, that looks better.
Wasn't sure if we had to, like, talk to her to get her to change. Hello?
Trade here, trade there. So many folk are scurrying about.
Yeah, are you a trader?
A trader? I suppose you could say that. A trader of sorts. Just take a look at all those shiny things coming in the markets. Sad day when my legs stopped working quite so well. Haven't made it down to the lower level in some time.
That's too bad.
Say, I heard from some other folks that you're one of the most helpful people in Eastshade. Do you have time to help an old woman?
I mean, I am, like, literally the only person who helps anyone around here, but yeah, sure, why not?
Excellent, excellent. You and I, young friend. I can tell we're gonna make a fine pair.
Okay, yeah, what do you need me to do?
Been a long time since I had a partner of any sort. Oh, I feel 10 years younger. I'm embarrassed to admit. I left a precious box up north, in the caverns. You know, the Howling Caverns on the Tiefmoor Bluffs? I must have left it there.
Oh, I'm not going to the Bluffs anytime soon, but, sure. You left a box in the caverns?
It was years ago, mind you, that I left it behind. Longer, actually. I was still a young girl. Spent time playing all over Eastshade. That box was one of my favorite possessions, passed down from my mother.
What kind of box is this?
It has some decoration, you know. Not too much. It's a rather simple wooden box, I think.
You don't know what it looks like?
It's been so long since I've seen it. I don't remember all the details, but there can't be many boxes in that cavern. Not to worry. I have confidence you'll find it, child. Away with you.
I'll do what I can. Okay, so I don't know for sure, but the game did seem to be implying just there that she's probably a thief of some sort. But you know what? I'm fine working for thieves. Whatever. Like I said, we're not really gonna go to Tiffmore Bluffs anytime soon anyway. First, let me steal your candle. That is, legal property I'm allowed to take. Hello.
A new face. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Zara, Assistant Research Scientist here at the university. Do you know of Melik? He's the merchant selling the so-called elixir of life down in the market.
I have met him, yes. I only just remembered because you mentioned him.
And? Do you think it can really extend your life?
I honestly don't fucking know. It's probably not. I mean, it does sound like some snake oil shit, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Like, it's not really any of my business if he does or doesn't. I guess it's possible?
I suppose it's possible. I have a favor to ask of you. Do you think you could perhaps go to Melik's shop in the market and buy me one of said elixirs? I'll buy it from you at twice what it's worth.
I don't remember how much those cost. But she's literally just basically saying, I'll give you twice what you pay, so I will turn a profit. Why do you want one?
I'd like to run some tests on it. I've heard the claims, and let's just say I'm skeptical. This elixir of life seems to be quite a trendy product in the city, and if this Melik fellow is cheating folks out of their hard-earned glowstones, I'd like to know the truth of it.
Very fair. Why don't you buy one yourself?
Well, you see, I've earned a bit of a reputation here in Nava as the resident skeptic. I just like to know the science of things. I tried to buy one from him. He told me that with my closed-minded attitude, it would never work on me, and refused to sell me one. The obvious tactic of a charlatan, if you ask me.
Yeah, that 100% sounds like the elixir will not work. Sure, I'll
Fantastic.
buy one
You can
for
find me
you.
here just about any time. I'm always working.
Cool. Yeah, can you tell me about the roots?
They're a group that highly appreciates the consumption of dream teas. The teas are made with herbs that stimulate dreams. It's quite interesting how the chemicals work on the brain. They are safe in moderation, the largest risk being that when sleeping with dream teas, one gets very little rest, since the brain is actually more stimulated than during the day. The latest science actually considers it a form of exercise for your brain.
Cool. Yeah, that was it. Like, the roots and the... I can't remember what the other group was called. It was like the... something. Shez, yeah. Yeah, so the roots are basically, like, all about consuming, like, a certain tea for its hallucinogenic properties, and the Shez are, like, no, that's heresy. You're only allowed, you should only use that stuff for, like, when you actually need to. Or, yeah, for, like, religious purposes is what it is. Anyway, oh. Dude! This is our guy! This is the guy that... Oh, that we painted that! Ah, this must be where he lives. Or something, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be here, though. What book you got there? Oh, fuck, this is in cursive. I don't know if I can read this. I had a dream last night. I can't remember the details now, but when I woke up, everything was different. I don't know how else to say it, but suddenly the sun felt brighter, and the air is so sweet, like it's been scented by roses. I looked out my window for what might have been the first time. I never realized how beautiful the city looks from here. I have so many ideas, so many things I want to write about. I wrote 11 pages this morning at the tea house, and they were good pages. I've just read back through them. I'm off to work now, but I can't wait until this evening. AP. And now the eclipse has started. Cool. Okay, I think we've done a full circle around. Yes, we have. Okay. So, how do I get to, like, the very top? Wasn't there, like, a guy around? There you are. Hello.
Sorry, you can't go up there right now. We're doing some renovations.
When can I go up there?
Hard to say. Maybe in 10 months, give or take. Could be longer if we hit any delays.
No can do, pal. I've got stuff to do and places to be. So is there any way that you'll let me through?
Well, you need a pass. Any official from the university should be able to give you one.
The university? We didn't see a university in Nava, did we? I don't think we did. Yeah, so basically never?
If you're here to visit, yeah, you won't be seeing it this trip. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Alright, so looks like... Yeah, that's basically our plan. We need to... Oh yeah, we doubled the number of quests that we had. Okay, so... The Elixir of Life we should be able to do right now, depending on how much glowstone the elixir costs. I can't remember how much it costs. But if we have enough, I guess we'll buy it. I always get lost in this library. There we go, here's how we head downstairs. I think I said this last stream, but the music in this game really just... It feels weird to say this, but it almost feels like the soundtrack is better. Actually, the market is this way. It almost feels like the soundtrack is just better than, like, even Skyrim's soundtrack. Now, that may just be me saying it because I grew very tired of Skyrim's soundtrack after literally thousands of hours, but, yeah. Oh, yeah! It's a flute person. Oh, I love the music in this game. You're the news person. Actually, is there any news today? Possibly not. It's like someone in here, wasn't it? Yeah, you were the one selling it.
You returned. You will certainly live a long time if you keep drinking this magical tincture. Would you like to purchase some?
Yeah, I don't think we should tell him about Zahara wanting to test
The
it.
water is sourced from the life-giving springs of Eastshade.
Oh, it's only 10. Yeah, we can afford that. Alright, now... let's just keep heading back. After climb... God, we walk so slowly. Yeah, there's no run button, there's just a crouch button. Also, this stream is probably only gonna be about 2 hours long, give or take. Because... well, basically, I have plans later today. So like I wanted to see a movie before I left for Japan, or before I left Japan, and I've only got about like about a month and a half left before I leave. And I don't know, just like the movie theater experience here is just so different and so very much worth it. I wanted to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but that movie is not showing in theaters anymore. And I wanted to see Spider-Verse, but unfortunately, number one, literally everyone is spoiling it, and number two, it doesn't come out in Japan for another week. So... my third option was Sailor Moon, because there's a brand new Sailor Moon movie coming out. It's apparently a sequel to Eternal, which is the sequel to Crystal, which is the reboot of the original series. And hello, Kami. And yeah, basically to get caught up on that, I just have been binging Sailor Moon Crystal for the last like 3 or 4 days-ish. I am just now, like, after the stream, I want to give myself time to finish season 3 before I go see the movie. I probably will not get to watch Eternal before, but I could probably at least read a synopsis online. So anyway, let's give this woman the elixir.
A fine day for science. Did you by chance pick me up one of those elixirs from the market?
I did.
Wonderful. Now I can run some tests. Why don't you come back in about an hour, and I'll fill you in on my findings.
Cool. Yeah, Sailor Moon's pretty great. I'd never watched Crystal before. I've only watched like the original stuff. And even then, like, the original drags on so much. Like, there's so many filler episodes and the plot is a lot slower. So, like, Crystal is kind of the abridged version, and it's a lot better paced, because there isn't really any filler in that. It's pretty much like every episode serves a purpose. So yeah, season 3 is where Sailor's Neptune and Uranus get added in, and yeah, it gets good. Okay, so yeah, she said to come back in about like an hour. Maybe our journal will update to tell us when exactly we can. I would like to find... No, you're the person selling... Actually, are you also selling the fishing rod?
Ready to buy a bicycle yet? You'll get around a lot faster.
No, you only were selling the bike. Okay, who was selling the fishing stuff? It wasn't you, was it?
What can I brew you up?
No, you were selling teas. Who's selling the fishing rod? Where are they? They weren't in here, were they? I don't think they were. I'll be helping myself to that. Yeah, no, you're just the artist person. Huh. I literally can't remember who was selling the fishing rods and stuff. Well, anyway, we should head back upstairs, see about that elixir of life stuff. Oh yeah, I'm stoned. I just finished off one of my vape cartridges because I bought a new one and I want to finish that one off before I go back home, and it takes a bit to get through a milliliter cartridge, so I'm a bit out of it right now. But yeah, no, me going to watch Sailor Moon Cosmos, so I know basically nothing about the plot, other than it's apparently going, like, there's no expectation that there's gonna be a sequel to it because it's pretty much the story, like the final story in the manga. So yeah, the expectation is that there will not be a sequel. This is probably gonna be the last Sailor Moon movie. And yeah, because it's in Japan and it's a Japanese movie, there's probably not gonna be any English subtitles. So I'm going to try and engage my brain to like follow along with the Japanese, so that should be fun.
I do love working here in the university, even though my senior professor Esma can be a bit eccentric at times. Well, I've run some tests. Unfortunately, my findings are inconclusive. The solution seems to be mixed with so many things I can't get a clear reading of its composition. I've been thinking. Melik claims the life-giving ingredient in his potions is water from the local hot springs. I know it's a big ask, but I'm wondering if you're interested in collecting water samples from each of the 5 hot springs of Eastshade. Then we can really answer this question once and for all. No more tricks, no more overpriced traps. What do you say?
Sure.
Fantastic. Take these empty vials. The collection should be fairly straightforward. Finding the 5 hot springs will be the hard part. They're in all corners of the island, and some are rather tucked away.
Well, that'll be fun. Oh yeah, could you tell me about the top floor pass? You did mention that you had connections to the university.
I know it's a spectacular view. Beyond that, though, is there any reason specifically you need to be up there?
I want to paint up there.
I see. Well, I'll tell you what. Help me with discovering the truth about Melek's elixir, and I'll get you a pass.
Alright, sounds like a plan. So yeah, that guy, whatever his deal was, in order for us to sort out his situation down on the beach, we need sealant. In order to sort out the sealant, we need a password to get into the roots. And in order to paint from the view from the very top of the watchtower, we're gonna need to we're gonna need to sort out the elixir, which is gonna require us locating 5 springs all around Eastshade. So essentially, yeah. To progress through the main quest, you have to do a lot of side quests. But you know what? I don't mind. The game's lovely. The game's very pretty and has a wonderful soundtrack that I could just listen to all day. Let's see, it's 440. Pretty much like the only thing I can think of. Well, yeah, I want to find whoever was selling that fishing rod, but for whatever reason, they don't seem to be in the market today. That's possible. I don't really remember We Happy Few. That wasn't the game.
What can I brew you up?
That wasn't the game that was like, what's the term? Like kind of dystopian, where people did like drugs and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Hi again. Ready to buy a bicycle yet? We'll get around a lot faster.
Yeah, I have not played that game. Seriously, who the fuck? There you are! There's more to the market. Awesome. Okay, so, how much for the fishing
What
rod?
crunchy scales, scrumptious raw fish. I can't wait until dinner time.
Let's see what you got. Oh yeah, fishing pole. That's going to cost me half of my money, but probably worth it. And now... yeah, the days in this game are gonna go by a lot slower, just because, like, I'll be dedicating most of the day to doing one thing, and then it'll be late afternoon, and I'll be too afraid to, like, actually go out and do something. There's not a house for sale in Nava, is there? There probably isn't. And even if there was, I probably couldn't afford it. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's jam out with this person for a little bit. Cause it's almost gonna be story time over at the tavern. But yeah, no, Sailor Moon Crystal is it's it's great. It's good that it's kind of abridged because it really gets me caught up on a lot of stuff. Like, when I was watching the original series back in college, I was like slowly making through what do you mean high expectations in Japan? Did I say something? I mean, I guess I'm high and in Japan. Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, probably, I don't know. I haven't really read any reviews on it. I've just, like, I just saw that it was showing and I wanted to watch a movie this weekend, so I just went. Hang on. How do I get to the inn? I'm a little bit lost and confused. Was it all? No, it was like right here. I think this was it. Yes, we found the inn. Alright. First of all,
welcome to the inn below the tarnished teapot.
I would like a room.
You've already got the room.
I mean, okay. But yeah, no, back when I was watching the original series by myself, it was so long. I made it through like 100-something episodes and I didn't even finish like the arc of Sailor Neptune and Uranus being like introduced to the show. It was just like, yeah, I never got to like even learn about Sailor Pluto, or, well, no, I learned about Sailor Pluto. I didn't learn about Sailor Saturn yet, though. Like, she hadn't even been introduced to the show at all yet. And here I am watching Crystal, and like Sailor Saturn is like a major part of the plot. So, yeah, it's nice and abridged and easy to follow. Doesn't have like the classic 90s animation, but yeah, it's still pretty good. Alright, story time.
There was once a witch who lived in a tiny hut at the edge of a swamp. She was skilled in the healing arts and could cure nearly any ailment.
Have we heard this one before?
Though she had many visitors, her truest companions were a cluster of spiders living under her table. One day, a man ambled up the path and knocked upon her door.
Yeah, I think we've heard this one before.
You must be the wise witch Flora, curer of all ills. He looked around the hut with a sneer. People cross the world for your cures, and yet you live
There's
in this
no
terrible
combat
shack.
in this game.
Surely folks pay dearly for the chance to continue breathing. But Flora was not one for glowstones, and she quite liked her home. She only stiffened and asked what his ailment was. So, he told her of the terrible pains and aches he suffered. Horrible scratching in his toenails, in each strand of hair, and in his tear ducts. Ah, it was a torture like none other. But he'd heard of the cure, only to be found in the swamp near her home. The only way to ease his pain? The heart root.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, in all her years of saving lives,
there's
Clara
really
had
no
never
danger
heard of
in
such a
this
root. But the bog wasn't so treacherous, and she had gone in many times for lesser cures.
The only
So,
danger is
she
like
agreed
staying
to
out
find
late
the
at
hot
night.
route.
There's no
The man
enemies,
agreed to wait
no
in her
anything.
hut.
It really is just like if you stay out too late, you'll
Trudged through the
freeze and be
swamp, thick
teleported
with
to like the
slime
nearest
and the
inn.
stinking air heavy with rot. When she came to a clearing of black clay, she thrust her hands into the wet muck, but alas, nothing. She dug for hours, her back aching and fingernails packed with mud. Finally, just as twilight fell to darkness, she found it. A spiraled green tuber, pulsing. and
The
glowing
explanation
like
is
a
just
star.
that it's really cold at
She
night.
lifted the root, heavy with swamp water, and slid it into her bag.
Like you can stave it off if you drink
Not a
mead
moment later, something rustled
or
in the
like
shadows.
wear a
Tiny
sweater or
silhouette
something.
showed itself beside her.
Which that is one of the things here in the market that I'd like to buy
From me.
would be
That
like
root is not yours to take.
a coat.
It hissed. The witch could just make out the sight of a moss elf, staring up at her in fury. She told him of the ailing man and the power of the strange root. But the moss elf only grew more angry and stamped his feet in the swampy muck.
It's a root of poison and destruction.
He screeched.
It cannot heal anything. I curse you. I curse you to remain in this bog forever.
And he snatched the root from her bag before darting back into the night. Flara's path melted away, replaced by a ring of identical tree trunks, branches crisscrossing, weaving a cage around her. Roots churned under her feet, and a bone-chilling mist draped itself over the bog. Flara sat down on a tree trunk and got to thinking, wondering about the man who had sent her in hunt of the root. Had he known the truth? Had he wanted to use it for evil? No way to tell, so she set to trying to remember if anyone had ever broken a moss elf curse. Just then, she felt a tickling down her arm and her leg. She fought the urge to swipe, and if it wasn't her own spiders, they brought terrible news. The supposedly ailing man had taken
Yeah, we've
over Flara's hut,
100% heard the
demanding
story
riches and
before.
luxuries from the ill in exchange for false medicines. He'd thrown out her furniture and dumped the spiders into the rain, threatening to stomp them if they snuck back in. Now, it is often forgotten that spiders know an awful lot about a lot of things. With so many eyes and a knack for spinning tales, it's a natural skill. They knew exactly how to break a moss elf curse and set to spinning huge lacy webs, making a cocoon of the forest. They hummed softly, and when Flara cut through the silk, she was at the edge of the bog, her hut just up ahead. Laborers surrounded her home, painting and scraping, her precious herbs crushed beneath their feet. She peered through the window, and there was the man sitting upon a throne, and beside him, a large pile of jewels and glowstones. Flara burst through the door, and he jumped halfway to the sun. You've taken too much! There are hundreds of jewels before me, and not a one do you deserve! You haven't enough hands to even carry these riches, you snake! Now the spiders thought this was quite a funny idea, so they hummed again, and the man sprouted hundreds of hands, and his body grew long and snake-like. He shrunk smaller and smaller before slinking under the door and out into the bog. And so, you've now heard the tale of how centipedes came to be.
Well, good to know that we still get the inspiration bonus for listening to those. Alright, let's head downstairs. And I mean, hopefully we've still got our room. I don't think we'll be able to sleep in it all night, though. What time do we want to wake up? 6 should be fine, right? Yeah, like right around 6 a.m. So yeah, he might wake us up at some point and be like, "Hey, you've overstayed your time here," or something. But yeah. No, I guess we're fine. Let's go ahead and drop a save and leave. I don't actually know. There was, I think, one last thing that I could do in Nava. And that was like go out to the pea fields. I don't think we'll be able to do any work or anything here, but it's possible.
To an outsider, this shady hillside might not seem like the best place to grow peas, but the farms of Nava's east side have been producing for hundreds of years. You see, Eastshadian peas don't handle direct sunlight like the continental variety. Oh, look at me, talking your ear off about peas already. Say, if you're looking for things to see in this country, you should find your way out to the Teefmore Bluffs. There's some gorgeous farm country out there. When I was younger, I'd head out there all the time. But these days, I find myself a bit too busy with my peas. Navian demand is higher than ever you know. By the way, if you need a few extra glowstones in your travels, I could use an extra pair of hands shucking some peas for market. I won't lie to you though, it's tedious work, can really drain you.
Interesting.
Well, I've never really given it much thought, to be honest. It's just the place I've always lived. Suppose I'll take it for granted a bit. It's a dreamy place to live, isn't it?
Alright, what about work?
Fantastic. I'll show you what needs to be done. It's not too complicated.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, here we can basically, trade away some inspiration for Glowstone. I don't really think it's worth doing, but we've done it now. And yeah, it also gets rid of like the entire day. Yeah, so Japan's laws, they are very strictly they're very strict about being anti-weed. Like it's a class A drug or whatever it is, like up there with heroin and cocaine, essentially. That said, CBD, like in recent years, they have loosened their laws a little bit, particularly allowing for the consumption of CBD, because that, ooh, this must be the roots. Yeah, no, actually, so there's more to it than that. You've only heard the beginning of my statement. There's more. Because what I'm doing is actually perfectly legal. But yeah, no, they legalized CBD because there was like, doctors advocated for it being very useful since it's like, good for, like, particularly people who are in pain. Oh wait, no, it's 7 to 8. Hang on. But we just did work for that. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but I feel like if we do work, it should take time. But sure, whatever, I guess it doesn't take any time whatsoever. Yeah, so CBD was legalized. The problem... No, beer is 100% legal. Like, alcohol, like, there's a major alcohol...
What's the password?
I don't know.
Get lost.
Yeah, no, like, it's a major cultural thing in Japan is to get, like, drunk after work. Especially with your coworkers, like, it's like a bonding experience, essentially. But essentially... So, like, the reason the law against THC exists in the first place is... Like, it was perfectly legal pre-World War II, and, like, Hokkaido had all sorts of, like, weed just kind of grew naturally in Hokkaido. When, after World War II, the Americans kind of moved in and took over things for a while, and basically rewrote the entire Constitution. Included in that Constitution was, like, or I don't know if it's in the Constitution itself or if it's just a law that they made, but yeah, there is essentially, yeah, a law against THC. So yeah, basically the Americans outlawed weed for the Japanese people. It wasn't that the Japanese people wanted weed illegal. It was just that's what Japan did. What the Americans did. But that said, the Japanese were very compliant, and yeah, these days we've pretty much got the same exact thing going on. Like, just, yeah, a lot of people are just very compliant, and it's kind of been ingrained into their culture at this point. But yeah, there has been, like, very recent pushback against it, against those laws. That's how CBD came to be legalized and very popularized, actually. Hell, you can buy a CBD vending machine, or not a vending machine, you can buy a CBD drink in a vending machine, just like in a lot of places. But the thing is, CBD doesn't really get you, like, stoned. It gets you, like, you do get a little bit of a high off of it, but it's not, like, you're not baked. You might feel good, but you won't feel as good as if you were on THC. But I am lucky because a brand new strain discovered about like 6 months ago or something, or it was a little bit more than 6 months ago. Maybe it was like about a year ago when it was first discovered. But yeah, there's a new strain of THC, and I guess because it's a new strain, it surpasses all the current laws that are in place about THC, and so it's perfectly 100% legal for places to sell. So yeah, I've just been consuming THCH, which is, yeah, it's just weed. And it's legal. Also, something that I learned is in Japan, you're allowed to have it in your bloodstream. Like, if you get caught by the police and you are high, but it's already in your bloodstream, like you don't have any weed on you, like on your person, that is legal. Because some religions and cultures have like ritual ceremonies that involve the consumption of weed. So like, even though possession of it is illegal, consumption of it is not illegal. I don't really know how they get around that. Like, maybe people that are parts of those religion and culture get like a free pass on like acquiring weed. I don't know. All I know is, if you want to know a story of how of just how strictly weed is regulated in Japan, or was, I guess I should say, because those regulations have started to relax a little bit. Yeah, if you want to know just how heavily anti-weed Japan was, especially like during like the 60s and 70s, just look at the fact that when the Beatles, like, you know, the Beatles, the big popular pop band from like the 1960s and 70s, went on tour to Japan, they arrived with a bunch of weed on them and were immediately arrested. Like, they didn't get to pull the "hey, we're the Beatles" card. They were just like, nope, I don't care what kind of superstar you are carrying weed on you, so we're gonna lock you up. So yeah, that's a little bit of a story of just how anti-weed Japan was back in the day. But yeah, as I said, that seems to be starting to relax. Anyway, there's a few things left to do here in Nava, actually.
Oh, what is it?
Because there's like 3 people, it seems, that I have yet to talk to. First, there's you. Are you doing okay?
I feel like I just ate a huge bite of death.
What did you eat?
All I had today was a zucchini. I mean, it looked weird, but it tasted really good.
Feel better?
This is horrible.
Okay, I think we actually have talked to him before. I vaguely remember that conversation. The main goal of this game, you are a painter. Your hobby is painting. And basically when you were a kid, your mom had several dreams for you. Yeah, here we go. This one right here is the main quest of the game, Mother's Last Wishes. Essentially, on her deathbed, our mother wished that we could go to Eastshade to go to her 4 favorite places on the island. Number 1 is a giant tree, which we will go and paint very soon. Another is anywhere on the Tiffmore Bluffs, then the highest peak, and then the view from atop the common tower in the big city. So yeah, essentially our goal in the game, our like full proper goal, is to fulfill our mother's last wishes by painting each of those locations. We're trying to get into the very top of the watchtower right now. That's currently got a few side quests blocking us from being able to get through. But we will eventually. But yeah, we're gonna go and paint the big tree soon. Let's talk to you.
Oh dear. Oh no. something terrible. I'm not sure if we've met before, but I need help.
What happened?
Oh dear. This morning I sold some zucchini. I thought they were zucchinis, but now I still have the zucchinis here in my basket. I sold toxic tubers. Oh God. I've no idea who I sold them to.
Oh, well, I actually know exactly who you sold them to. What are the symptoms?
Numb legs, upset stomach, and then hours of vomiting.
That doesn't sound good. It's gonna be okay.
How will this ever be okay? I'm ruined. Once was bad enough, but twice.
This has happened before.
And now people are gonna start being sick. There's so little time. I need to recover those tubers. Can you help me? I've got no one else to turn to.
Sure,
Thank you.
I
Please,
guess.
just ask people if they bought any zucchinis today. Tell them what happened and get the tubers back. I sold 4 zucchinis altogether, and I put them in blue bags. Maybe that could help you find them. Oh God, I hope no one has eaten any.
Okay, well, we know where one of them went. So, yeah, look around for blue bags, I guess.
Oh, Leilani.
Who's Leilani?
She works in the spice shop down in the lower market. She's not the best cook, though. But she's wonderful. I mean, she's a great person. So kind, funny, thoughtful. We've been spending a lot of time together lately. Things are really so great between us. I think I want to ask her if she'll be my girlfriend.
Gay!
I want to be somewhere special when I ask her, though. Somewhere magical and perfect. Like sitting on a golden cloud at sunset while butterflies circle around us. But you're probably not interested in this kind of thing.
Gay! 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 Yes, I will totally hook you up with a girlfriend.
She loves bread. So yesterday I baked her a loaf in the shape of a rose. We ate it together on a bench in the garden. It was so perfect. Oh my God. What if I already missed the perfect moment?
No, we can make another one. We can do this.
So nervous to ask the question. Would you do me a favor? Can you find out Leilani's favorite place? I know it's kind of silly to dance around like this. I just want it to be special.
Yes. 100%. Yes. I will do that.
You're the best. She works in the spice shop down in the lower market area. Let me know what you find out. Please hurry. I'm so excited.
Okay, so fuck my mother's last wishes. Fuck building up a portfolio so that I can start commissioning art. I'm gonna fucking get this woman, a girlfriend. Okay? This is the most important thing in the world right now. Where's Liani? Where is she? I need to find out what her favorite place is, and then, oh yeah, this is gonna be so good. Who the hell is Liani again? Was it you?
Hello.
Yes.
Do you want to buy any spices? Like pepper or whatever this is?
I'm friends with Evelina.
Oh yeah? She's pretty great, isn't she? We met at the bread stand where she works. I really like bread, so I'm over there a lot.
There's a lot of great places around.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't get to go anywhere exciting very often. I have to travel to Lindo every week to get supplies. It's fine over there, but I wish I didn't have to go all the time. It's kind of like a creepy ghost town out there.
You must have fun sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, me and Evelina have been hanging out a lot. She's really great. Like the other day, she made me a special loaf of bread in the shape of a flower. She's just so cool.
These bitches gay. What? Where's your favorite place?
There's this cool hot spring on the Salt Spring coast. I used to go there when I was a kid. It's all the way at the end of the beach, and no one really knows about it. It's a perfect place for picnics.
It sounds nice.
Yeah, maybe I'll take a trip out there soon. Well, I should probably get back to pretending to know about spices.
Okay. So we now know where this bitch's favorite place is. The Salt Spring that's actually pretty close by. Let's check the journal first. Oh right. I mean, there are people that are the poisonous tubers aren't important. What's important is getting these girls together. Yeah, I know her favorite place is the hot spring on the coast. I should let Evelina know. And remember, we were looking for hot springs, so that's actually 2 locations. Or basically 2 birds with 1 stone is what I mean. So, yes. Yes. We can do this. We got this. Alright, listen. I found the perfect spot to ask her out.
Did you figure anything out? Oh god, did she tell you what she thinks of me?
She did. She's totally into you. Yeah, she does think very highly of you.
Really? I'm dying. Tell me what she said. Where's her favorite place?
There's a hot spring on the Salt Spring coast.
Really? Wow. I heard about it, but I didn't think it was real. That sounds like the perfect magical place. Okay, I'm going to start making plans. Thank you so much. I'm so nervous, but this is going to be amazing. Wish me luck.
Good luck. You've got this. You've so got this. Alright, now that's done. Now, we can... Yeah, there's... We've got about 6 or 7 hours before it becomes too late, so, I would like to first go find the tree. God, this game is beautiful. Yeah, we gotta go first find the tree, and then we will go to the hot springs on the Salt Spring coast. We don't need to go there ourselves. They did just say that they were just gonna make plans to go there. But I do need to collect water from the hot springs, so that's one of the things that we're gonna do. Yeah, let's go find this big-ass giant tree. It's not that far away. I think this might be it right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. We can help ourselves to that. Well, actually, you know what? This is a perfect place to paint it too. Just right here. Hang on. There we go. We will paint using you. And there is our full tree. There we go. And we painted one of Mother's most beloved places. There's something in... yeah. Yeah, it was easy. You know what? We're not gonna store it just yet. Because remember, we do want to save it for the profile that we're making so that we can be hired to do commissions. Let's see, yes, so the next place we're gonna go is the Salt Spring Coast where there's a hot spring. I'm pretty sure I remember where that was. Come to think of it, we have not learned... oh, what is this? Oh, it's just a cat. Meow. No, is that a... that's not a cat. Is it a fox? I think that's a fox. Yeah, so we go to the hot spring. I still don't really have a good lead on the how to get into the roots. That's something that I still need, is information on that. Not really sure who to talk to. We've pretty much talked to everyone in Nava already. Let's see, where was this hot spring? It was like kind of over in this general direction. Yeah, let's talk to you too as well. Why not? Nope, you're just still hanging out. That's fine. Drop a quick save here just in case we get stuck on these rocks or something. But yes, somewhere around here was the hot spring. I can't remember exactly where it was. Okay, this is some invisible wall bullshit going on right now. Is that... that's not the shipwreck. No, that's a different shipwreck. I don't think we'll be able to make it out to the water. But it is probably worth investigating if we can. Yeah, come on. Just squeeze on. Come on. It's right there. Come on. Alright. The hot spring, I think, was like kind of around here somewhere, right? Got all these invisible walls everywhere. Whoa! I just fell through the earth. Bum. At least we got pretty music to accompany us. Come on. Oh, I think I hear it. Oh, come. I'm just getting stuck in all the rocks. Don't mind me. No, I'm all the way back here. This isn't where I want to be. Where's that inn? Or, no, this is the inn. Where's the... whatchamacallit? Guess I'm gonna help myself to some mushrooms. Was it like all the way down by the river? Or not river, the sea? Was it all the way down by the sea? I can't remember. So... Also, somewhere around here I vaguely remember that there's like a person that had a song that wanted that sang for us, but it's so hard to see through all this tall grass. That's it. Yep, that's the hot spring. You know, it's really weird to me that in less than 2 months, like, God, I've been here in Japan for nearly 2 years. It is insane. Like, at the beginning, it felt like, oh, 2 years, that's gonna be so long. How am I ever gonna survive 2 years living out here on my own? And now that those 2 years have almost passed, it's like, it went by in a flash, but also so much has changed. Yeah. Ooh, cattail. I will help myself to that. So over here is the hot spring. No, not sit. How do I collect? There we go. Yes, so we've got one hot spring sample. You know what? Sure. I guess we'll sit for a little bit. I don't think we can get more inspiration from this, though. 3 hours. Yeah, that's gonna be enough time for us to see if we can't check out this shipwreck. I don't think we can. It's probably a little bit too far out in the water. But maybe we can kind of like parkour around these rocks? No. Damn. If only we could make a raft. We just need to find out how to make sealant. And the only way to find out how to make sealant is to find the password to getting into the roots. Ooh, some eggs. That's probably a bad thing to do, but I mean, they were just kind of sitting there. Yeah, some ducks are not going to be hatching this year. It's fine. You know, child murder is okay in most games. That's not even slightly true. Alright, yeah, I think we're kinda done here. Let's head back to Nava. A few more things that we can... Don't touch the thistle. That's illegal. The thistles are protected under nature preservation laws. Now we do have that fishing pole. I'm not sure how much it'll cost, but or not cost. I don't know how much it'll be worth, but maybe it's worth. You know what? Here, let's drop a save and just give it a try. Oh, we have to use bait? Ugh. Fuck that. Yeah, no, fuck that. I don't know, like the mushrooms are plentiful enough, I guess, and I think we've done the only thing the game requires us to use the mushrooms for. But still, you never know. The next person that you're gonna come across is maybe gonna ask for like 20 mushrooms and you just used up all your mushrooms fishing. Alright, well, let's head back to Nava. And let's think, is there anything that we're gonna need to do tomorrow in Nava? I would like to check up on that stand owner and see if she managed to get together with her girlfriend. But besides that... Oh, right, we still have to figure out about the poison tubers. I guess we could do that. Okay, so it's like, yeah, 6 or almost 6 o'clock. Hello, Princess Derpy. Happy hug o'clock to you too. Yeah, so let's find who ate the poison tuber. Well, there's definitely you. Although I don't think we can take it back, we just need to talk to you about it.
What is it?
I
feel like I just ate all I had today.
Yeah, toxic tubers. Oh, what did you just try to do, Kami?
Oh, great. Yeah, I bought one. I ate it already. Oh, how long is this gonna last?
You should probably see a doctor. Yeah, sorry. I have all links banned in chat, just as a precaution. If you want to send me the link through, like, a private message, I could post it myself. I don't think there are any mods present at the moment. Anyway, yeah, no, this is gonna be several hours of agony for you, I am sorry to say.
I'm gonna kill Tail.
No, don't do that, don't do that.
Oh, this is horrible.
Very fair. Yeah, Alright, you know what? Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably a decent thing to clip, you know? Clips are always welcome. I'm always happy to get clips on my channel. There's not many more people we could talk to.
What can I brew you up?
No, not goods. Not goods. I want to talk to...
Hi again. Ready to buy a bicycle yet? You'll get around a lot faster.
I guess I can't talk to you about the toxic tubers.
Stay informed. Get the latest issue of the Shadian Post. Pick it up here. Free copies. Accepting donations.
Oh? What is this? Dream keys. It's good night to Dream Teas in Nava. Have you ever enjoyed a relaxing tea walk which carried you to another world? Have a good lurk, Kami. Ever appreciated a nap on the safe seas of the underground cistern? No more. A mysterious toxin has spread throughout the tea vines once grown there. Members of the Roots have declined to speak with me, but rumors abound. Some suspect the plants contracted the disease from the influx of visitors to Eastshade, while others surmise the plants were poisoned by members of the Shez. We may never know the truth in this matter, but our hearts and minds will certainly feel the loss. Perhaps a small comfort for those who loved a relaxing cuppa. If the Shez are correct, the goddess of Tiem will surely smile upon us this year. No, it's 7 o'clock. We're missing the story time. I mean, if there's only 2 stories, it's not that big a deal. But still, I don't want a story time. Yeah. Anyway. Yep, here we are. It's starting to get cold. I'm probably gonna freeze to death. Come on. Just... Yep. Hurry up. No! I'm dead. It's fine. It was literally right here. Yep, here we are. Alright. Let's see if we can still catch story time or if we missed it.
Gather round. Come
Yay!
hear a tale of trickery and wit. There was once a witch who lived in a tiny hut at the edge of a swamp. She was skilled in the healing arts and could cure nearly any ailment.
Oh, it's the same fucking story
Though
again.
she had many
No.
visitors, her truest companions
Are there,
were a
like, only
cluster
2
of
stories?
spiders living under her table. One day, a man ambled up the path and knocked upon her door. You must be the wise witch Flera, curer of all ills.
Well, I guess
He
we
looked around the
will
hut with a
just
sneer.
bear with
People
this
cross the
story
world for your
because
cures,
it's
and
free
yet you live in this
inspiration.
terrible shack. Surely folks pay dearly for the chance to continue breathing.
So,
Flora was not one for
yeah.
glowstones, and she quite liked her home. She only stiffened and asked what his ailment was. So he told her
Haru
the terrible
sleepy.
pains and aches he suffered.
But I'm excited for the
Scratching in
movie.
his toenails.
I have good expectations for this movie. I think it'll be a fun one.
Like none other. But he
If nothing
heard the
else, I
cure, only
really
to be found
am
in a
looking
swamp
forward to
near
the
her
popcorn
home. The only
and
way to
whatever
ease his
drink I
pain,
get.
the heart
That's
root.
like the best part of going to the movie is like getting to eat popcorn while you watch it. Oh
Never
yeah.
heard of such a route. But the bog wasn't so treacherous, and she had gone in many times for lesser cures. So she agreed to find the heart root, and the man agreed to wait in her hut. Flara trudged through the swamp, thick with slime and the stinking air heavy with rot. When she came to a clearing of black clay, she thrust her hands into the wet muck, but alas, nothing. She dug for hours. Her
So,
back aching and
anyway, as far as
fingernails
like
packed with mud.
what I do with my free time
Finally,
these
just as
days,
twilight fell to darkness, she found it.
so
Spiraled green tuber,
at work,
and glowing like
I've kind of gotten back into playing Plague Inc. Plague Inc. is just a fun mobile game. You can also get like a full version of it on Steam. It's a pretty fun one. I mostly just like to follow strategy guides. But yeah,
It hissed.
and then as for just what I do just about every night, is I will play, yeah, other than Sailor Moon stuff, I will usually play like a few hours of Sea of Thieves. And then
Snatched the root from her bag before darting back into the night.
I've also been playing Midnight Club 3, which is a fun one.
Tree trunks, branches crisscrossing, weaving a cage around her. Roots churned under her
Yeah,
feet,
good
and
old
a
Sea of
bone
Thieves.
chilling
It's a very
draped
fun
herself
one.
over the wall. Lara sat down on a tree trunk and got to thinking.
I enjoy that game. And then yeah, let's see.
Had he wanted to use it for evil? No way to tell. So she said,
In regards to Plague Inc., I'm also kind of interested in
Just then, she felt a tickling down her arm.
I think it's called like Rebel Inc. or something like that. It's made by the same people. And it's got a very similar gameplay style to it.
Demanding riches and luxuries from the ill.
It does have one issue, which is the fact that it's like
Thrown out her furniture and dumped the spiders into the rain, threatening to stomp them if they snuck back in. Now, it is often forgotten that spiders know an awful lot
it's
about a lot
like
of things. With so many eyes and a knack for
it's
spinning
essentially
tales,
like you're
it's a natural
playing
skill.
as,
They knew exactly how to break a moss elf curse and set to
for
spinning
example,
huge
like
lacy webs, making
the
a cocoon of the forest. They hummed softly, and when Flara cut through the silk, she was at the edge of the bog.
like you're
Her hut
essentially
just up ahead.
a major superpower, like for example the US stepping into another country and helping stabilize it, which feels like propaganda to me, but you know, I don't know, the gameplay's fun. It's not quite Plague Inc., but it's still got decent gameplay.
There are hundreds of jewels before me, and not a one do you deserve. You haven't enough hands to even carry these riches, you snake! Now the spiders thought this was quite a funny idea, so they hummed again, and the man sprouted hundreds of hands, and his body grew long and snake-like. He shrunk smaller and smaller before slinking under the door and out into the bog. And so, you've now heard the tale of how centipedes came to be.
There is our free inspiration for sitting through all that. It is a very long story. Like it's about like an hour and a half long. Or that's how time works, right? No, 2.5 hours long. Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours long. Jesus. We just sat through a Marvel movie there. I guess, yeah, it's the night's free. Awesome. Sleep until 6 a.m. again. So let's see. I guess we're gonna find out who made the zucchinis. Or not who made them, who bought them. I think that's gonna be our goal for today, is just talk to
Welcome to the inn below the tarnished teapot.
whoever we can and see. Oh, I think you caught me. Have I talked to you about the
It's
roots?
kind of like a club. People go under the city to drink dream teas, relax, unwind. It used to be open for everyone, but it's pretty locked down now. Some folks have been trying to destroy or steal their tea plants, so they had to get real protective. There was a dream party out on the Salt Spring Coast a few nights ago. Who knows? Maybe you can make the right connections and get a chance to try some.
Okay, so, I feel like we have a bit of a triangle issue here. Because that one guy down at the Salt Spring Coast, he wanted us to get him something that was like over, like, presumably on like that little island down there in the bottom left corner, or bottom right corner, I mean. Presumably, that's what, and if we do that for him, he can give us access to the roots. But in order to do that, we need to know how to make sealant. And the only way we know how to make sealant is if we can find a way to gain access to the roots. So we're kind of in a catch-22 here with that. Anyway, let's keep going around, see if we can't find who bought those zucchinis. Yeah, we probably could use a guide, although I don't think I really need to. I'm probably fine. That looks like a blue bag to me.
I can't stop thinking about my dinner. Pea soup and mushed pickled peas. We've got a lot of work down on the pea terraces. It can be draining, but I like to read in my free time. A nice book of poetry always boosts my spirits.
Yeah.
What? Are you serious? Okay, well, I bought some, but I definitely didn't eat them. I'd never make that kind of mistake. I just don't have them anymore. Threw them away. I need to go now.
Okay, so it sounds like he totally ate them. So yeah, we've got 2 people so far. There were, how many? 5? Oh yeah, we should talk to Evelina and see how things went. Yeah, it doesn't say actually in the quest how many people have bought them, but I think it was either 4 or 5. So yeah, again, just see who has a blue bag. You've got a ton of shit, but none of it's a blue bag. I guess it can't hurt to talk to you anyway. I guess I can. Okay. Yeah, let's go and talk to the person, see how that date went. Actually, there's these two guys. I don't think either of them will, because they were kind of related to another quest. Yeah, I'm not seeing any blue bags, so I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, let's just head on over to... Yeah, there's a lot of people. Luckily, most of them you can't talk to. Yeah, let's talk to you. Yay!
So, I have some news for you. Leilani and I went out for a picnic date at the hot springs. We went at sunset and it was gorgeous. Right when the stars came out, I told her how I felt, and she felt the same way. We're officially a couple now. Thank you so much for helping me out. It means the world to me.
Yay!
You're such a great friend, a champion of true love.
Oh, we did it. I'm so happy for them. We did it. We did it. Oh, we did it. Oh, I really am so happy for them. Oh. Alright, now back to finding out who the fuck bought the toxic plants. Yeah, we've done it. We've done it. We've solved the main plot of the game. Screw my mother's last wishes. We've done all we needed to do. But yeah, no. Let's keep going around. This is gonna be tedious, but I guess the blue bags does help. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you're probably not gonna have it because you're just a salesperson. Actually, what would be interesting is if the Elixir of Life person had it. But he doesn't seem to. You though, let's...
Hey, so you know that hot spring I told you about? Evelina and I went out there for a picnic. It was nice. And she asked me to be her girlfriend. So now we're together.
Yay!
It's so weird, but I feel like you had something to do with it. Anyway, thanks for whatever you did. Let me know if you need any weird tasting ground up plants.
Oh, I love that. You also don't happen to have toxic tubers, do you? No!
I knew it was a toxic tuber. It was pretty obvious.
Oh, good.
I already used it in a ritual, so you can't buy it back.
You know what? That's fine.
Let me know if you need any weird tasting ground up plants.
Alright, cool. So, yeah, she's a smart cookie. She knew it was a toxic tuber and just was like, no, fuck that. I'm out of here.
Interested in a book?
Right, you're the bookseller. I don't really need any books. I don't see any blue bags around you. Or you. Or you. Oh yeah, you were the person selling the coat, weren't you?
Your clothes are looking a little scrappy. Bet you're just about to freeze to death come nightfall. If you're ever looking to upgrade your attire, I'm sure I have just the thing.
First off, talk to tubers.
I didn't try to buy any zucchinis. I grow my own at home. Poor Tam. He tries, but things just don't seem to work out for him.
Alright, you know, that's fine. Yeah, it's gonna cost 80 for us to get that coat. That's unfortunate. Alright, where have we not been to yet? Find more people to talk to about this. I can't remember if any of the people around here we're allowed to talk to. Doesn't look like it. What about up here? Anyone? Hello?
Always good to see a new face. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Sure. First, tell me about Nava.
I love it here. There's really no part of town I'd be worried to let my two daughters play unsupervised. I moved here right out of college when my longtime resident aunt wrote to me about a job opening in the library. It was quite a great distance for me to move, considering it was a bit of a paltry opening at the time. But 20 years later, as head librarian, I can't say I have any regrets.
Oh, good for you. What about the top floor?
I'm not supposed to give those out to patrons. There's a bit of construction going on.
I would like to paint up there, though.
Oh, well, that sounds lovely. Why don't you talk to Zora about this? She has an office on the next floor up and probably a bit more clearance to fudge the rules.
Yeah, okay, so we totally skipped over that. Because we already talked to her. Let's see. Ooh, I love your scarf. I don't know if I mentioned that in a past episode or not, but I love your scarf. Anyone else around here that we can talk to? Doesn't look like it. Let's head upstairs and talk to people about toxic tubers. Okay, so there's this door with that guy who is not home. Now, this person we weren't able to talk to about anything. And I don't think that ever changes. Like, if we were able to talk to her about other stuff later, it would have given us, like, extra dialogue points. I don't suppose...
I'm rooting for you, child. Living vicariously through you in your quest to retrieve my lost box.
I barely started that quest, woman. I have not started that quest. I've just been doing other shit. I'm hoping you bought a toxic tuber.
Oh, it's going to be another late night, that's for sure. How's the hot spring sample collecting going?
I have one. Damn, can't talk to you about toxic tubers. I'm still working on it. Darn. I was hoping I could talk to these people, but I guess not. Who else in town have I yet to talk to? Like, Nava really is such a huge city, because every time I think I've covered every square inch of the place, there's definitely more that I have yet to uncover. I don't think we've talked to the person who owns the newsstand. But else, I don't think he had any.
Looks like you already have the latest news. Would you like to donate a glowstone to the Shadian Post so we can keep the paper free without ads and unmotivated by pop news and tabloid journalism?
Sure.
Thank you for your contribution.
Why not? I don't know if that does anything. Like, is it just me throwing away my money? Maybe it's the game's way of teaching you how to be charitable. Like, you don't gain any actual benefit from giving that dude money, but he, you know, like, it's still a thing that you do. Yeah, so we've already talked to, like, all these people. Where have I not been to yet? I guess I could talk to the sheriff. I didn't see that the sheriff had, like, any blue bags around.
Hi there.
But I suppose it's worth... Nope. Okay, you've got nothing to say. Cool. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try with either of you two. Pretty sure we've already talked to everyone back there. I guess we could try and talk to people around the tavern. Also, here is going to be our story for tonight. Ophira. Delightful melodies. Cool. Let's see, no one really to talk to in here. What about upstairs? Oh right, there is that thingy. I have no clue what to do with that. None of you have any conversation bubbles, so let's be on our way. Huh. I really am out of ideas of who can I talk to. Yeah, I really just don't have any idea who else can I talk to. I mean, there was that one key farmer guy, although I doubt he'll... Yeah, but it's worth a check, I guess.
Howdy!
Let's see. Yeah, no, you don't have. Huh. Well, I'm plumb out of ideas. Oh. Well, I'm always happy for more boards. I'm actually not sure. I think most of the NPCs are just kind of static. Well, no, because I do know in Nava, no, not Nava, this is Nava. In Lindau, I know that certain people will go to like the inn when it's nightfall, so the NPCs do kind of move around dynamically, but it's not like a huge difference. Anyway. Oh, the sound of the rushing water just completely disappeared. Awesome. The game is 100% silent besides my footsteps, which is kind of unnerving. Okay, here's rushing water again. This is an interesting spot. I can't interact with it. Well, I think whatever the case, our next stop should be the Tiffmore Bluffs. That should probably be the next place that we go. I guess, because yeah, like the Tiffmore Bluffs has a lot of stuff over there. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the zucchini person again. But yeah, there's really not that many. Oh, hello.
Don't you just love the music of the bards? Oh, I always wanted to be a bard when I was a child, but I never learned to play an instrument.
Have you bought a toxic tuber?
Goodness, I almost fed this to my grandmother. Thanks for finding me. Here, you take it back. I don't need it anymore.
Awesome. I don't think I've talked to you about the roots or the Shez either, so...
Oh, have you been there yet? I highly recommend it. Just relax, sip some tea, and have a lovely nap. A perfect way to spend an afternoon.
What about the Shez?
I don't know much about the group, other than that it's some sort of spiritual gathering. But they do love dream tea. It's sacred to them. I think my father-in-law belongs to their group. I should ask him about it.
Alright. So, yeah, I have a vague feeling that we might be able to find out how to get into the roots if we investigate more into the Shez, because It's possible that some people in the Shez are actually Roots infiltrators. Or, like, people from the Roots that have infiltrated the Shez. It's a possibility. I got everything that I could.
Oh dear, I can't believe this. All my days as a vendor are over, I just know it. Thank you for going out there. You can keep these tubers, just don't eat them.
Alright, well I have no idea what the tuber is used for, but okay. Let's see, as for the journal, yeah, so that's Tiffmore Bluffs. Have to find a bunch of hot springs, don't know where 4 of them are gonna be. Yeah, we need to get a pass once I find those 4 other hot springs. The portfolio, I mean, I could just make like 2 more paintings and that'd probably be fine. But I'd really like the portfolio to be a little bit more significant. Then let's see. Yeah, the Shez wants information on the roots. And I need to find out about the roots. And I need to find out how to get sealant. Yeah, a lot of things to do, and most of it is just unsolved at the moment. Let's take a look at the map. So, yeah, the Tiffmore Bluffs. I don't suppose there'll be a bridge. Looks like there is a bridge. If we go past the Great Shade, that may or may not be a bridge right there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. Oh, hang on. 1 second. I gotta plug in my phone. There we go, phone is charging. Awesome. Alright, back to the game. So, yeah, we would like to find a way to get to the Tiffmore Bluffs. Honestly, I think the next priority for us should be acquiring the zip line. Because the zip line just feels like it opens up the most paths for us. So yeah, that is going to be our next plan. Down here, yeah, there's just kind of like this big open space here that I've completely not explored. Be cool if we could find another hot spring just right around here. But I don't think we're gonna be that lucky. Yeah, there really isn't anything around here, is there? I'm just seeing like, yeah, basically nothing. I guess there's a beach over here. Yeah, it's 2:30. We got plenty of time. Yeah, we can just finish collecting these. And then... Ah, there we go. Quick Hoof Coast. Interesting. So we got more like cattails and stuff. Is there anything around here? There might be a hot spring if we're lucky. Worst case scenario, probably wouldn't be a bad place to go fishing. Yeah, no hot spring there. Doesn't look like there's a hot spring over here either. Oh, come on. Nope, cannot get past that point. Lots of invisible walls around here. Ooh. Is that a person? No, it's just the light. It's just light playing games with me. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like I can really go anywhere. I guess we might as well do some fishing. Let's see, we've got 5 inky caps and 1 egg. Oh, we are actually also allowed to use the toxic tuber, but I don't think I want to do that. Let's just use the inky cap. Yeah, I've set the bait. Hello? Is there something I'm supposed to be doing? I don't know how the fishing in this game works. So that's great. We spent 40 glowstone on basically nothing. Well, let's head up this path, see if we find anything curious. Oh, right, there's a balloon. Yeah, let's go and talk to this balloon person. Oh, come on. That's a collectible. There we go. Okay. So, Nessa's balloon.
Hello, brave traveler. I can see you have an adventurous spirit. I've got an excursion you're sure to love.
Oh yeah? A flying excursion.
Righto, sharp as a knife you are. This here is the Bursting Bubble. It has the ability to take passengers all the way up to the mountaintop.
Please do not name it the Bursting Bubble. Of all the names you should name a hot air balloon, do not name it the Bursting Bubble. That is just... you cursed us. Oh, you've cursed us. Cool. Why? Why the fuck did you call it the Bursting Bubble?
The ride is sure to give you a burst of adrenaline.
Yeah, that's not what I think of when I hear the word burst and hot air balloon. Should I be honest with her, or should I just say it sounds exciting? I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a terrible name.
You think so? Well, let me think. Aha! I'll call it the Sky Drop.
That is also not great. No.
Neverland?
You know what? That's better. No. It's still better. Like... It's not perfect. But... What else do you got?
Curiosity Lift?
You know what? There you go. That's perfect. Curiosity Lift. Yes.
Yeah, that's a perfect name. Much better. Thanks, friend. You know,
Whew.
when I invented this thing, I really thought it was going to revolutionize transportation. Imagine just flying right up to the tip top of the world. Seems like something everyone would want to do. But for some reason, folks just don't seem to understand the idea. They can't seem to picture a balloon carrying people in the sky. I've hardly been able to get anyone out here to see it in person. Anyhow, thanks for helping with the name, Traveler. Seems to me that you're full of good ideas.
Interesting. So that got us a new quest. The air balloon. So just north of Nava, I found someone who's built a curious flying contraption. Despite her wishes to ferry passengers, she's having trouble describing her invention and convincing people to come see it. I have a feeling that our painting skills are gonna come in handy here. Like, maybe all we have to do is paint her hot air balloon and just show it to people. You know what? We have a lot of inspiration and we've got 6 canvases to spare, and we do have to spend, like, save up some money for, like, or not save up money. We do have to build a portfolio, so why the hell not? Let's go ahead and paint that. I'm going to be hanging on to the painting for now, though. I'm not going to give it to you just yet. I'm just going to hold on to it and use it for the portfolio. Because I'd like to get commissions above anything else. I feel like that'd be the most interesting way to make money. Because I literally don't know how to fish, and I don't want to be spending, like, inspiration in exchange for some small pittances of, like, glowstone. yeah, I need to figure out how the fishing in this game works. But anyway, let's just head back to Nava. It is starting to get closer to nightfall. Yeah. So I think it's pretty clear that we've exhausted the majority of what we can do here in Nava. There's just more for us to do other places, namely the Tiffmore Bluffs. If I can get to Tiffmore Bluffs, I feel like there'd be a lot more stuff I can do there. So, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here in just a little bit. I am gonna wait until it's like actually nighttime and we'll listen to the one last story before we go to bed. But yeah, I am gonna start wrapping things up here in just a little bit, just because, it's about noon, or a little past noon here for me. My movie is technically at 4:15, but this is like a theater that I've never been to before, so I want to like give myself plenty of time to figure it out. The train ride to get there is gonna take about an hour anyway, and yeah, so, and not to mention I still have to finish up like the last, I think there's maybe 5 episodes left. Yeah, it's like, well, it's like 35 minutes. No, it's not 35 minutes. It's like 25 minutes, and then I make a train connection, and then it'll be like 20 minutes after that. And then I have to walk. I could take the bus there, but that'd be a little bit more expensive. Also, I prefer taking the train to the bus, so yeah. But yeah, no, that is the plan. I'm going to, also because it's at a mall, if I go there a little bit earlier, that'll give me time to like explore the mall, and you know, I don't think I'll buy anything, but it's worth a shot. But yeah, I before anything, I need to finish up Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, and then I don't think I'll have time to do anything else other than just read a synopsis. But yeah, so I should be out of here by like 2:45 in order to catch the train, in order for me to be there at 3:45. That gives me 30 minutes to, you know, like get my ticket for the movie, maybe hang around the mall a little bit. Alright, here we go.
Tale of trickery and wit. There was once a witch who lived in a tiny hut at the edge of a swamp. She was skilled in the healing arts and could cure nearly any ailment. Though she had many visitors,
It's the same fucking story again.
A cluster of spiders
No.
living under her table. One day,
I
a man
swear there
opened
is
the
at
path
least
and
2
knocked
stories
upon the
in this
door.
game. Why is it the one that keeps playing?
You must be the wise witch Flora.
What sounds very specific,
He
Kami?
looked around the hut with a sneer. People cross the world for your cures, and yet you live in this terrible shack. Surely folks pay dearly for the chance to continue breathing.
Skip what? The story?
Flora was
No, not that I know.
Glowstones, and she quite liked her home. She only stiffened and asked what his ailment was.
So, he told her of the terrible pains and aches he suffered, horrible scratching in his toenails, in each strand of hair, and in his tear ducts. It was a torture like none other. But he'd heard of the cure, only to be found in the swamp near her home. The only way to ease his pain? The heart root. Well, in all her years of saving lives, Flora had never heard of such a route. But the bog wasn't so treacherous, and she had gone in many times for lesser cures. So, she agreed to find the heart root, and the man agreed to wait in her hut. Flora trudged through the swamp, thick with slime and the stinking air heavy with rot. When she came to a clearing of black clay, she thrust her hands into the wet muck, but alas, nothing. She dug for hours, her back aching and fingernails packed with mud. Finally, just as twilight fell to darkness, she found it. A spiraled green tuber, pulsing and glowing like a star. She lifted the root, heavy with swamp water, and slid it into her bag. Not a moment later, something rustled in the shadows. A tiny silhouette showed itself beside her.
You have stolen from me. That root is
I'm
not
gonna have the
yours to
story
take.
memorized.
The witch could just make out the sight
If the
of a
game
moss elf
keeps
staring
randomly
up at her in
generating this
fury.
one
She told him of the
story
ailing man and
out of the
power his
two
strange
possibilities.
root. But the moss elf only grew more angry and stamped his feet in the swampy muck.
Like, at the very least, just alternate them.
Destruction.
He screeched.
It cannot heal anything. I curse you. I curse you to remain in this bog forever.
And he snatched the root from her bag before darting back into the night. Flora's path melted away, replaced by a ring of identical tree trunks, branches crisscrossing, weaving a cage around her. Roots churned under her feet, and a bone-chilling mist draped itself over the bog.
It's fine. Next time we won't have to worry about this story because
Wondering about the man who'd sent her in hunt of the root. Had he known
we'll be
the
heading to
truth?
Tiffmore
But
Bluffs.
he wanted to use it for evil. No way to tell. So she set to trying to remember if anyone had ever broken a Moss Elf curse. Just then, she felt a tickling down her arm and her leg. She fought the urge to swipe, and if it wasn't her own spiders, they brought terrible news. The supposedly ailing man had taken over Flora's hut, demanding riches and luxuries from the ill in exchange for false medicines. He'd thrown out her furniture and dumped the spiders into the rain, threatening to stomp them if they snuck back in.
How dare he?
Now, it is often forgotten that spiders know an awful lot about a lot of things. With so many eyes and a knack for spinning tails, it's a natural skill. They knew exactly how to break a Moss Elf curse and set to spinning huge lacy webs, making a cocoon of the forest. They hummed softly, and when Flora cut through the silk, she was at the edge of the bog, her hut just up ahead. Laborers surrounded her home, painting and scraping, her precious herbs crushed beneath their feet. She peered through the window, and there was the man sitting upon a throne, and beside him, a large pile of jewels and glowstones. Flora burst through the door, and he jumped halfway to the sun. You've taken too much! There are hundreds of jewels before me, and not a one do you deserve! You haven't enough hands to even carry these riches, you snake! Now the spiders thought this was quite a funny idea, so they hummed again, and the man sprouted hundreds of hands, and his body grew long and snake-like. He shrunk smaller and smaller before slinking under the door and out into the bog. And so, you've now heard the tale of how centipedes came to be.
There we go. Get some inspiration. And yeah, let's head to our room and sleep for the night. So, there will not be a stream next weekend. Yeah, same. There will not be a stream next weekend. I do apologize for continuously not being consistent with my streaming Eastshade. But, yeah, no, next weekend there's like a cultural festival going on, and I am going to go to that. Should be interesting, but yeah, it's on Sunday, so I won't be able to stream. But I will host a watch party. That is what I will do. I'll host a watch party early in the morning, and then I will go to the cultural festival. Maybe I'll do something that Saturday, though. Not sure yet. I'm not sure if Ian will be able to do Friday nights or not. I did hear that they were going to like a con or something. But I don't know. Stay tuned. Maybe something will happen. If not, maybe I'll do a YouTube video on Assassin's Creed 2. Maybe I'll pick up that series again. But yeah, so right here in chat, here are all my links and stuff. It's possible that the link to the Discord server doesn't work anymore, because I heard that Discord recently changed how links work, and now you can only get a never expires link if your server is a community server, which I don't know if ours is or not. But even if it is, I have a feeling that Discord might have just completely reset everything. So maybe that link will work, maybe it won't. Please let me know if it doesn't. But yeah, all the different stuff, all the different places where you can find me. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. Right here in chat is our raid message. One moment. There we go. There's our raid message. You can copy and paste that when we get there, or type it in yourself. And yeah. We will be back. Maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks, who knows. But yeah, we'll be back. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. bye.